they start smelling an upset, as we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Golden Bears will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Washington State Cougars offense will get the first possession of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, we clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Looking for a man. It's Slater. Got his man on the right. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Quickly complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry.
Afterburners coming. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The aerial assault continues. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, he's looking downfield. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their...
And it's caught! Touchdown, Cougars! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple of throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So California's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got a man, it's Carson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Just ran him over. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Newton. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Golden Bears have pushed it inside the 20. To the air on first down. Dances away to buy time. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to run for it. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Line of scrimmage is the 2, and they can pick up the first down here, but going for the touchdown here on 4th and short. He's looking to pass. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Cal!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Washington State going back to work on first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Slater. Throws for the tight end. And he intercepts it. A tremendous play to make the interception, and then the return takes him close to the 50-yard line.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Finds a crease at the 20. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Now improvising. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They're just about ready to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, the running back has it. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And the Cougars are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. It's a draw. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. To throw, it's Slater. They're trying to get to it. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Washington State will have to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. He'll get rid of it. He's got an open man. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. And the Golden Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. They're bringing heat. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, when you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cal. The AT unit on the field.
Well, the defense is going to have to find an answer for this tight end down in the end zone. You cannot allow that guy that much space.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Auburn had an impressive showing there on the Plains, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Bo Jackson is impressed with this one. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. This offense has a second down play. Looking downfield, it's Slater. Throws to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Now on second down and short. Defense in press coverage. Handoff from the gun. Oh, and he knocks him out of the way, and he's running free. Oh, look out. Running inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Washington State.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Breaks the tackle. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
The throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Newton. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Power football with the run.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football and let him get lathered up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The Golden Bears want to pick up the tempo.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Golden Bears. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Wants to throw. It's Slater. They're setting up the screen. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They want to just keep throwing it. Oh, there's the ball. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. First down for this offense. Oh, it's a reverse. Pirouettes away from the defense. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
A lot of times you have these guys start, these wide receivers, they're game breakers, and you want to find ways to give them the football, whether it be screens, whether it be jet sweeps. Just find ways to give him the football because he can get 5 yards in a hurry when you need those plays, especially when you want to mix it up on the defense and keep guessing.
Hey, get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Floating away. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast, and you saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit, and it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
On third down, going up top. Quickly to the tight end. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Golden Bears getting set on 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Carson. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Hey, this running back's got some sweet feet, not only to run, but to get a foot down in bounds.
Got that toe down. The foot was just small enough, Reese, to get that puppy down, but running back.
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cal! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. To the air, it's Slater. Forced out of the pocket. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. On second down, he'll let it fly. Finds his man. It's Sellers. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. One more snap coming before halftime. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. They get to him as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. Washington State has it teed up, and we're ready to go here in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Catch in the middle, it's Newton. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Offense set on 1st down. He's going to pass. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Off play action. Caught in the backfield. It's McAfee. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down. Vented the forward pass. The tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release him.
Touchdown, Golden Bears! And the stomping has commenced.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive. And he's running in the open. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Pulls and throws off the RPO.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Gets it out fast. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. So the decision, take the penalty. Now on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Slater. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Washington State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
A 1st down for the offense. From the gun, the ground game. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Newton. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easy on yardage situations.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. The Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Now he's going to break the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That's caught. It's Newton. And they're able to get him on the ground. Second down coming up. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. And the Golden Bears are marching down the field. Right back to the well. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Trying play action. Coming after him. Hit as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Got his man quickly. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there and
catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally, don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Back to the air one more time. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play...
Touchdown, Cal! And the pummeling has started. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Wide out in motion. Trying to grab near the sticks. It's Sellers. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. That completion delivers a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man by himself. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Dropping back, it's Slater. Quickly complete. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reed.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Wazoo!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the